Comet Ison'S is the inverted Pyramid 7 UFO that appears in the dome of the rock outer wall stone rectangular window frame, flanking the entrance to the dome of the rock. The door, it was it's a rectangular window frame and two X's in stone, one below the other in that rectangular window frame. Once you connect those X lines to the next X line and split the X, because each X has four rectangular sections. So like it look like rectangular squares, making up an X, and then four rectangular stone squares making up the bottom X. So once you connect the lines of these X's and split the square rectangular section of the X's, the resulting image is an inverted pyramid 7 shaped UFO, interlocking with the cube structure of New Jerusalem at the base of the stone rectangular window frame. Now you get it? The base. Now what are we talking about? At the base of the stone rectangular window frame flanking the door of the entrance to the dome of the rock, the octagonal building structure in Jerusalem, they had the golden dome. You see an inverted pyramid shaped UFO being generated by two stone X's, one below the other, within the rectangular window frame. So what we're talking about is that an inverted pyramid 7 shaped UFO that has a square base, that it has its 5-point star of Islam in the square base. This is all generated in the in-game message of the lion sphinx within the rectangular window frame that flanks the door into the dome of the rock in the Middle East. Now, the cube at the bottom of the inverted pyramid shaped UFO is what the salvation plan for the normal hidden human was all about. You say, well, wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. We had two things appearing in the dome of the rock from two stone X's carved in the rectangular wall, rectangular stone window frame wall that flanks the entrance door into the dome of the rock in Jerusalem. So these two stone X's are generating an inverted pyramid shaped UFO interlocking with a cube structure in New Jerusalem. The cube is generated from the second X at the bottom of the stone rectangular window frame. So when we look at the National Space Administration SOHO satellite imagery, we see a black cube of the size of our moon orbiting around the sun. So that takes care of the message of the lion sphinx in the bottom of the stone rectangular window frame, flanking the entrance door to the dome of the rock outer walls. Okay. None of the normal hidden humans on Earth can attack Comet Ison'S Pyramid 7 form. You say, what? If you haven't figured it out yet, Comet Ison'S is the inverted pyramid 7 UFO that appears in the dome of the rock outer wall stone rectangular window frame, flanking the entrance to the dome of the rock. The door, it was it's a rectangular window frame and two X's in stone, one below the other in that rectangular window frame. Once you connect those X lines to the next X line and split the X, because each X has four rectangular sections. So like it look like rectangular squares, making up an X, and then four rectangular stone squares making up the bottom X. So once you connect the lines of these X's and split the square rectangular section of the X's, the resulting image is an inverted pyramid 7 shaped UFO, interlocking with the cube structure of New Jerusalem. When we talk about the dome of the rock outer wall stone rectangular window frames, Ethiopian cross architecture, left and right sides is generating the 5 blocks in which you stack on top of one another that they form a step that you walk upon. So this is the globe earth step pyramid Mercator projection appearing within the dome of the rock outer wall stone rectangular window frames, as this flanked by 1, 2, 3 group of pyramid squares, which points to the globe earth octagonal equatorial perimeter of the dome of the rock roof, outer space corners. Now when you draw a octagon within a square on a blank sheet of paper and draw a line from each corner of the square into the center of the dome of the rock roof, you've just enclosed the dome of the rock within a huge pyramid. So this seems to be the chief focus of the doorway into the dome of the rock. Okay, so the chief focus in geometry and astronomy deals with the left and right stone rectangular window frames flanking the entrance door. into the Dome of the Rock located in Jerusalem, the octagonal building structure that has the Golden Dome. Now, what is this chief focus about in the stone rectangular window frames? Well, it's talking about there's the first level that has the stone rectangular window frames that has an octagon in one of them, and then it has 3 triangles carved in stone representing the Giza pyramids. When you're looking straight forward at them, you see 3 triangles. So when we talk about the chief focus of the Jerusalem Temple Mount was the lion sphinx of the book of Genesis 49:8, as the Ethiopian Chaldean lion sphinx of ancient Giza, Gaza, Palestine, Ethiopia, and Jerusalem. So that was the chief focus of the Jerusalem Temple Mount. It had nothing to do with the Greek and Roman man-made image of Jesus or Jehovah. This was later brought in by the book of Daniel 8:12 Greek and Roman conquerors over the biblical Holy Land areas of Giza, Gaza, Gath, Ekron, Ascalon, Palestine, Ethiopia, and Jerusalem. As we look at the stone rectangular window frame flanking the doorway, there's 4 doors and different images within the stone rectangular window frames in the other 3 doors, flanking the other 3 doors. But I'm focusing upon the 4th door, where we see the stone rectangular window frames flanking the left and right side of the door. And in this stone rectangular window frame, we see the chief focus of the Jerusalem Temple Mount, 12 sons of Jacob. And the 4th son of Jacob, who's now couched down in front of the Isaiah 19:19 Egyptian pyramids, which look like 1, 2, 3 group in the pyramid squares when you look at the Egyptian pyramids from a helicopter. You see the 1, 2, 3 group in a pyramid square basis. Now, this is the 1, 2, 3 group in the pyramid squares that appear in the upper level of the Dome of the Rock outer wall within its stone rectangular window frame. So, when we look at the Dome of the Rock, like 4th door, we see it's 2 stone rectangular window frames flanking the left and right side of the door. So the rectangular window frame I'm going to focus in upon is the stone rectangular window frame that has 2 X's in it. Okay, a stone X at the top of the rectangular window frame and another stone X at the bottom, carved out of the stone wall. Now, when you draw a line from each of these X's, bases, and sides, and split the X, because there's 4 rectangles making up one of the X in the top window, and 4 rectangles making up the lower X. So when you split that rectangle and connect the lines and do the same thing to the bottom rectangle, the resulting image is an inverted pyramid-shaped UFO 7 that has a 5-point star at its square base. Now, the tip of the inverted pyramid 7 UFO, pyramid-shaped UFO image in the Dome of the Rock outer wall, generated from the dual axis stone lines. So the tip of the inverted pyramid-shaped UFO is interlocking with the bottom X cube structure of New Jerusalem. So we have 2 elements within the Dome of the Rock window being generated from 2 stone X's, which proves that these 2 stone X's was the decoded well, it was like a top secret master masonry, okay, of the lion sphinx of ancient Giza, Gaza, Palestine, Ethiopia, and Jerusalem. So when we look at the inverted pyramid-shaped UFO, we are looking at Comet Ison'S Chinese satellite imagery of Pyramid 7 form as it moves through outer space in the 3,600-year orbit around our sun, which it turns out to be the Babylonian stellar pyramid globe Earth Mercator projections image of Nibiru. Now, the image of Nibiru that appears within the Babylonian stellar pyramid civilizations of Ham temple walls next to the stellar pyramids is a 6-point star that has circles representing planets around the tips of the 6-point star. Okay. Now, in the center of this Nibiru image, next upon the temple walls in Babylon, next to the stellar pyramids, globe Earth Mercator projections of the first African Adam. Okay, that's who's on board Nibiru, the pyramid Nibiru 7 image, as Comet Ison'S in a 3,600-year orbit. That was spoken of as the biblical light that exists before the world, and the biblical light that created the world. So what's going to bring knowledge to the Afro-American 400-year-old mistranslated King James Bible thumpers? The only thing going to bring knowledge to them is if you focus their attention on the dome of the rock, outer wall. That's where the lion sphinx geometry appears, and it appears in stone rectangular window frame. So he's speaking to the normal-headed humans that descended from Adam and Eve. What is the lion sphinx telling the normal-headed humans that now populate the entire world today? Well, when you look at the stone rectangular window frame flanking the door entrance into the octagonal building structure that has the golden dome up on the Jerusalem Temple Mount, there's many stone rectangular window frames that have pyramids and triangles, but the one that I'm focusing upon is the end game stone rectangular window frame. The end game stone rectangular window frame images of the lion sphinx of Genesis 49:8, tribe of Judah. It's a stone rectangular window frame flanking the door. There's 8 walls and 4 doors that you enter to. So the 4th door has a stone rectangular window frame on the left, a stone rectangular window frame on the right, flanking the entrance door. And in the first stone rectangular window frame, you see 2 stone X's, one below the other. When you connect the side lines of those X's, because the X, each X has 4 rectangle stones. So there's 2 X's, one below the other, inside this stone rectangular window frame. That's the end game message of the lion sphinx to the normal-headed humans.